Good morning. I am the Moon Mama. Today is Sunday. Yes. And Sunday is the day governed by the sun. And the sun is currently in Aquarius. And Aquarius governs the energy of rebellion, our ability to detach and create something new. It's our ability to walk away from the conventional, to be so true to ourselves that we are willing to forgo we're willing to forgo anything else that would take us away from our being true to ourselves, right? And what we absolutely know. I'll share a story. I'll give you an example of how that has shown up in my life. It's shown up many times, but I'm going to share a story today that was really challenging for me. I used to date this man who was like a millionaire. He was black. He was really successful. He was an attorney, and he was getting more and more successful. And he knew that I was open, and so that was okay. We were connected to another person who I was also very close to. So I had a girlfriend who I also introduced to him, and we all hung out. And it was just like, I really love unique relationships. And so it was so much fun. He had money to pay for us to do all sorts of stuff. And she and I were both really witchy and really spiritual and would coach him on things. And I was really his main partner because she also was married. And so we just had this nice little thing that was really fun and witchy and creative and adventurous, and I loved it. And so at some point, he started to sort of say to, like, he would come to me for support, like, what should I do around my job, around this, like, what's going on with the astrology, what about the moon, blah, blah, blah. And I would answer the questions. And then something happened where he got upset with me about something that was going on. There's something that just kind of wasn't going his way. And it wasn't really anything I had done. It was like his perception of it. And he basically said to me, like, he started to sort of criticize that I did readings and that I followed the moon and that I believed in magic and that I believed in the unseen and the subconscious. He started to criticize me. And I was like, wow, this is so fascinating, because now you used to come to me for this support, and now that something isn't going your way, you're criticizing what I do. And we had a trip planned to go somewhere that I really wanted to go to. But I started to realize I'm sleeping with a man. I'm actually engaging emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and sexually with a man who can turn on me. So he's coming to me at one point, but then when he gets angry with me, will turn on me. And I had to make a decision. Because I had to decide if I was going to be so true to myself that I was going to stop seeing him because I saw what he was capable of doing, that he was now going to make what I did not as valuable as what he did. And so I made it was a very subtle thing that happened. We hadn't had a big blowout fight. There wasn't anything that was really going on, but it was about to start. And I was like, wow, me having sex with this man is intertwining my energy with somebody who is doubtful of what I do. And so do I want to bring that kind of influence into my reality right now? He was showing me a reflection of myself. It was like I had to answer a question. Are you really true to what you do, or do you believe that it's just for fun, for entertainment? And so I made a choice to stop seeing him, and it was a really hard choice. And I made a choice to do it without trying to convince him, without trying to explain. I just said, thank you very much. This has been really fun, but I can't do it anymore. And that was it. And that's the Aquarius energy. It's like, can you be true to yourself in the face of things that might occur as like oh, well, this is just not that big of a deal. Or like how we compromise ourselves in these little insidious ways that turn out to be really great in the long run. And that also lends into where we are today with the Sagittarius Moon. The Sagittarius Moon is about living your truth. What is your truth? And in that experience, I had to get clear about what my truth was. I had to get clear about, do I feel like I need a man who has a lot of money, who can move me through the world with his vehicle? Or do I believe in my gifts and my ability to generate my life from my gifts and my talents? Or am I going to compromise it? And so we come to those spaces and we're there now where we're having to know what's going on internally with us and how we're going to forge our way forward. The world is really clamoring for our attention right now. There's so many voices, so many things and people telling us what to do. This whole election stuff is about to get really a lot. Money and all of that sort of stuff. And here's what I want to encourage you to know. Is that the most important relationship you have is the one that you're having with yourself. The most significant relationship you have is the one that you're having with yourself and the God that's inside of you. Not what people are telling you to do, not what everybody's doing, not this idea that the world is coming. Like literally, this is the time more than ever to cultivate your relationship to you. There is nothing more valuable right now than you. That's it. That's all I know. And so as the moon is in the last quarter phase, which is a decision point, it literally is the road, like which road will you choose? And I am encouraging you to choose yourself, your uniqueness, what you believe in that is only yours, that other people might laugh at, that other people might, come to and go, oh, that's interesting, but then walk away from and have you just left by yourself. I am encouraging you to get really clear about what's true for you and then marry yourself to that, attach yourself to that, super glue yourself to that, and then move forward, because that is going to be the thing that saves us. People being true to themselves. And that was a really tough decision for me. This man was successful. Like I said, he was growing more successful. And I remember at one point I was really going through a lot at that time. I wasn't able to pay my rent and there was just so many things going on. And I knew that being with him would have really shifted my world because he had money and resources and he traveled and all this sort of stuff. He had invited me to go to Brazil. He had invited me to go to Brazil. He's like, let me take you to Brazil. And I was like, wow. But I knew that when the rubber hit the road, he was really working to undermine my gifts and my talents. Like he was not really encouraging me because when the shit hit the fan, he would betray me. He would backfire and he would say that what I was doing wasn't valuable. And so I had to make a choice, and it was subtle and it was internal and it was a difficult one, but I chose myself. And like I said, I've had these choices many times in my life, but now many of us are there and that's what's happening. So if you want to get the link for the Mercury retrograde course, this is a really great time to check out the mini course that I did on Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde begins today. It's about to do an incredible thing in our lives. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. And if you want to understand how to use this energy, either sign up for a Mercury retrograde reading with me or sign up to do the Mercury retrograde class. The reading is $77. The class is only $9, and you can just go in and do it at your own leisure, and I'll be adding things to help to support people with that. Also, the moon cycle started. The Pisces new moon cycle started, which is where Mercury's going to be retrograding. That is $20.20 for the first month if you'd like to sign up for that today. That is where I have a private group and I'm with you, and there are 2 other women who are there, and we're coaching you on how to use the energy. And so it's a really incredible opportunity to really learn how to use energy and learn how to navigate these seasons and not be completely, devastated by them. So with that, that's my son Zion sneaking out of here. And today, like I said, the sun is in Aquarius. It's about being absolutely true to yourself. We're in the last quarter phase, which is the choice point, and we're in the new, and the moon is in Sagittarius, which is about what is your truth. What is your truth? And you live into that truth no matter what. Because when you are absolutely true to yourself, the universe shows up like gangbusters. All right, peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day today. I'm the Moon Mama. I love you. Bye-bye.